Alrighty, well, it'll be just a matter of time before all the information starts flooding in as to possible, targets and people that could be behind such a terrible thing like this today.
And of course, we're going to continue following this fluid story all afternoon. As we mentioned, after 2 o'clock, 2 explosions took place. We know 2 people have died and dozens of people have been injured. Let's go to Eyewitness News reporter Susan Hogan with the latest on what's going on. Susan?
Well, Mike and Susan, I'll tell you, we're here at the South Attleboro train station, and we were here when one of the first trains out of Boston arrived, and I will tell you, it was a very emotional scene watching a lot of the parents and loved ones waiting for their kids and waiting for their spouses to get off the train, a lot of worried faces. And the other thing, too, is we also found out there was the entire track team from the Cumberland High School, the girls' track team that went up to the marathon to watch this event, and a lot of their parents were here, of course, waiting and so worried, but the girls obviously did make it all home safely. We also spoke to 2 men who had gotten off the train who also crossed that marathon finish line, and it was just kind of one of those bittersweet moments for them. It was certainly a time that they will never forget. And here's their interview. In your head, have you processed it yet, Matt?
Yeah, it's not what I was expecting when I got out of bed this morning for certain. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on TV except for it's usually when I get off the train there's not reporters here, but other than that I don't even really know what happened, so I just know that Boston is on lockdown, and I'm glad to be home. When you look at your medal, this is a wonderful feat that you have done. What does this mean to you now?
I think, I thank God for, making me cross the finish line and all that stuff, but this is going to be, etched in my memory forever. Anytime I look at this medal, I don't think I'll be thinking about my finish or anything. I'll just be thinking about those people, and it's incredible.
Certainly a lot of emotion there, and these 2 gentlemen were nice enough to wait off that train. You guys, you were there. You went to the Boston Red Sox game, actually,
yes,
and then headed towards Boylston, and you were there as well. What can you tell us? What can you explain?
Well, for 15 years we've been going up to the Boston Marathon, the Red Sox game, and we always cross the finish line early in the morning and take our picture, and we saw a heavy presence of dogs, police dogs.
This is prior to the marathon.
Prior to the marathon. People kind of uneasy in my eyes, and we continued on up to Fenway Park, didn't think anything of it, and then after the game, as we were heading back towards the finish line to catch some of the festivities, we were informed that a bomb had gone off, and we quickly turned around and went back to another restaurant and just waited there to catch it on TV.
And I am assuming at that time, too, when you started hearing all of the commotion, it was time to come home, wasn't it?
We decided to beat feet and get out of there and get back to the train as soon as we could, not knowing. As soon as we walked out of the restaurant, I looked up and there's helicopters, police, fire, everything flying all over the place. Fortunately, we got back to the train in time, and we were told it was the last train out of there.
Yeah. You guys are pretty lucky, too. Certainly, as you said, this was a tradition for you all to go up there, and certainly, the Boston Marathon is world-renowned, and to have it marked and marred like this, certainly it's got to leave a real sad feeling.
Yes, definitely.
Certainly is different, probably years going forward, too, for you going
absolutely. Up. We'll definitely look at it differently going up next year if they even have a Boston Marathon. Who knows?
Let's hope that they do.
I know they cut it short and suspended it after a certain period, but it was total chaos up there. It was really sad to see, and it was really surreal.
All right. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for speaking with me. I certainly appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate it. And you guys, certainly there's another train we hear coming in probably within the next 20 minutes, although we're not quite sure of that. But we're certainly waiting. If they are, we'll obviously talk to a few more people who are coming off as well. Reporting live from South Attleboro, Susan Hogan, Eyewitness News.